Hi, Amy Porterfield here from amyporterfield.com, and today I want to talk to you about this brand new feature called Facebook Interest Lists. Now, interest lists are really cool because basically they allow you to customize what information you're getting in your news feed. Now, this is a new feature, so it's getting rolled out over the next few weeks. So if you don't have it yet, hang tight because you will be getting it soon. So here's what you need to know. First, interest lists are a new way to add filters to your newsfeed so you can see the info that you want to see. Your list will appear on the left-hand side of your newsfeed. I'll show you where they're located. Also, you can create interest lists for pages or profiles that you're subscribed to or your friends. You can create them yourself or you can subscribe to other users' lists. Also, when creating a list, you have a few customization options. So you can make them public or private or just viewable by your friends. You can choose the types of stories that you want to see within the newsfeed. So let me show you how all of this works by going over to Facebook. Here we are on my home tab of my Facebook account. And if you scroll down in the left column, you want to look for something that says interest. And these will be the interest list that you create, the interest list that you subscribe to, and then you'll see it says add interest where you can actually create one. So we're going to click on that now. And what will pop up is a bunch of suggestions of other interest lists that people created that might be of interest to you. And as you can see, they're very specific to me because I work in the social media arena. So they're showing me social media news, business authors, Mashable staff, Facebook designers, business leaders, TechCrunch. These are all interest lists that other people created that I can subscribe to. But if you want to create your own list, all you need to do is go up here and click on Create List. What will happen is basically the pages, subscriptions, and friends that you've already connected with will pop up here. And you can either click on these people to add them to a list, or you can click on different topics. So let's say we wanted to make a list all about food or cooking. I could click on food down here, and then a bunch of different pages will pop up related to food. So let's say I just chose a few of these. These are the ones that I want in my special list. Okay, so I'm just clicking on a few of those, and then I might have some friends or people I subscribe to that I know talk about food or cooking a lot as well. So I can just go up here and type in their name, and once I type in their name, it will pop up and I can click on them as well. So you can add anybody you want by putting them in the search, people or pages, or you can choose from the ones that are suggested here. Once you do that, all you need to do is click Next. They'll ask you to name your list. So let's say this one's going to be called Cooking Fun. And then you can make it public, you can show it just to your friends, or you can just make it only for you. Now, normally I would say make it public. To make it only for you, maybe it's a list of your competitors or people you want to really keep track of to see what they're doing. That might be something you want to keep public. But normally most people are sharing this with everybody, making it public so people can share it. So once I do that, because this is just an example, I'm actually just going to click Only Me, but normally I would make it public. From there, I click Done. Now what will happen is your page will change, and now you're going to see a news feed that only includes the pages and people that you just clicked on for your brand new interest list. So as you can see at the top, it says Cooking Fun, and there's a little lock by it that says only I can see this right now. At any time I could change it and make it public, or maybe let only my custom list see it, or my friends, or friends except acquaintances. There's so many different options there. Also, I want to point something out that if you go over to Manage List, you can rename your list, you can edit your list by adding or subtracting pages and people from it, and you can choose update types. Now this is pretty cool. Now if you click on Choose Update Types, what will happen is a drop down will show up, and you can then choose, do you want status updates, photos, games, comments and likes, music and videos, or other activity? Meaning if I click on, let's say, games, that means I don't want to see any games in my newsfeed related to this list. And maybe if I click on other activity, I also don't want to see that. But that will make sure that I do see the status updates, photos, comments and likes, music and videos. So once you choose exactly what you want to see inside your list, then you can also go to Notification Settings. Now here you can say you want to be notified by any activity from everyone, friends of friends, friends, or no one. Now pay attention to this part because it says this setting applies to all interest lists you've created. So if you change this, that means that it's going to change for all of them that you created. Just something to be aware of. So once I click save there, now I have this list and people, if I made it public, can share it and they could pass it around to whoever they'd like to. Now let me show you something really cool that happens with these lists when you do make them public or available to your friends. I'm going to go back to my home tab and I'm going to scroll down, and I just saw this a minute ago so I know it's in here, so give me a moment. Mine moves pretty fast because I'm connected to a lot of people. So as I scroll down, when you start to subscribe to and create interest lists, you'll start seeing them in your news feed. So here in my regular general news feed, I see this one here and I'm subscribed to this, and it says Social Media Resources has 14 new posts by Inbound Zombie and Jesse Stay. So it names the people that just recently posted that are in that interest group. And then there I can click on these posts and learn more about them, or I could see more posts. So you can actually interact with your different interest lists because they're going to appear periodically in your general news feed. So that's something that's really cool. Also, let me go over to my other Facebook page, FB Marketing All-in-One for Dummies. I share this with the co-authors of my book. And if I scroll down, there's this great post by Phyllis Kerr. She's one of our co-authors. And she created an interest list. And she said, I created an interest list and put this page on it. Who's on your go-to list for social news? Put their name in the comments and I will consider adding them. So what she did is she shared her interest list. So I could actually click subscribe and subscribe to her interest list right here. Or if I put my mouse over this image here, what will happen is a pop-up will show, and it will show some of the people that are already included in the list, people or pages. And if I want to see a full list, I just click on See Full List, and a full list will pop up. What's cool about this is I could actually subscribe to these people individually or like their page if I haven't already. So I think that's a really cool feature as well. And then I could subscribe to the actual list here. So I can click subscribe right here, or again, I could just click subscribe right here. So once I subscribe to the list, if I click on it, then I'm going to see all the posts from people that are included in this interest list. Remember, it filters your news feed. And up here, if I wasn't subscribed, I would see a subscribe button up here, and then I can share this list. So here I could share it on my timeline, on a friend's timeline, in a group, or on any of my pages, or in a private message. So it's the share function just like other share functions you see on blog posts. So here I can share it with my list and say, hey, I love this list. I think you'll enjoy it as well. So if you think about it, you want to be on as many interest lists as possible. These days, it's so hard to get out into the news feeds of all your fans from your Facebook page. However, if you're in a bunch of interest lists, then you're always going to be in those news feeds as people look at these different lists. Now, one thing to think about is that people do not have to like your page to be able to add you to an interest list. So let's say you did not like my page yet, but you added my page to an interest list. Every time you looked at that interest list, you would see my page post, even though you haven't liked my page yet. So that's something to consider. You know, it's important to get out into these interest lists, but do know that people do not have to like your page to now see your updates. I think some new strategies will come up as we really understand the implications of interest lists and what we can do with them and how we can use them for marketing strategies. So I'll keep you up to date with all of that. This is brand new, so I just wanted to introduce you to the idea of interest lists. I definitely encourage you to create some of your own, add your own page to the ones you create, and then share them with other people so that you really get your page going viral through this new feature. So if you like this video, make sure to like it and share it with all your friends. And also come over to amyporterfield.com and make sure you sign up for my social media updates. They're free, and every time I make a new video like this or post a valuable blog post where you can learn about Facebook marketing or social media marketing, I'll be sure to send you a quick email so you can link to it. So come on over to amyporterfield.com, and thanks again for taking the time to watch the video. I'll talk to you soon.